What's up and welcome back to the channel. Today I just got a little video showing offense and defensive plays we running for this year with the Kent State Golden Flashes. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. Maybe on first and second, maybe even third downs, I like to run the ace big, the slants play, button square. It's pretty much a high rate catch as long as you read the coverage. It's pretty good. On man coverage, you can go with square and O. On zone, you can go with L1 and triangle, but you pretty much have to wait until if you're throwing either route, you're gonna have to wait until square or circle clear out. That's one play I like to run. I ain't gonna get into too many running plays because running plays, it is what it is with them. Another favorite play I like to run out of ace is the ace wide trip formation, and the play is curl flats. On curl flats, I like to throw to the route combo to the right, which is R1 and circle. Depending on what the defense does, R1 and circle will be open 99% of the time, but you got to make sure you make the read. You can hit L1 coming out of the backfield on man. You can hit them on zone too if you got a quarterback with some decent accuracy. Square, you can hit square on a lot of man plays, and triangle you can hit when the defense is in a zone, preferably cover 2, the middle will be wide open. Another play I like to run out of this is the halfback smash and bounce it to the outside or flip it back to the strong side. Slot crosses is another good one I like to run. It's still, to me, a route combo where you got L1 leaking into the flats, and you got R1 coming across, and then you got square streaking down the left. So that's another good one I like to run. I think that is it for this formation. Yeah, I think that was it. I formation normal. PA scissors is another one I like to run. I can streak circle if I want to, but sometimes I just run it as is. The quick slants there again, I run that. A lot of the play action plays, the play action halfback flat is another one I run. There's the curl halfback swing is another one I run. The play action boot. All those plays pretty much set up behind a halfback slam or the counter lead. I like to run that also. The angle, I like to run that too. That's a pretty good route combo. Alright, shotgun 2-back slot. The running back crosses is another good one I like to run. The speed option. The angle is a nice play to run. You just got to make your reads with the angle. Square and circle are pretty much man beaters. L1 coming out of the backfield, pretty much your blitz beater. And if you got single coverage or cover one coverage with your safeties, triangle is pretty much going to beat anybody if he has decent speed. So that's a good one. The halfback circle, that's a good one. I got that one from Al, NCAA Revival. I'm pretty sure y'all have watched some of his content. But halfback circle, the way he likes to run it, and it makes sense to run it that way. You got square as your man beater. You got L1 as your blitz beater. Triangle and circle. You can hit circle when it's cover 1 coverage called, and with the with triangle, you can pretty much do a rollout if it's zone to suck down at a bottom zone, to suck him down to free up triangle behind him over the top. So Slot corners is pretty much almost the same concept as halfback circle. You just got to make your reads. Halfback direct. I run that every blue moon, but that's not a staple running play I like to run. Running back deep, that's another play I like to run. I got that also from Al. The reads are pretty much easy because you got a route combo to the right with triangle and circle. L1 and R1 coming out of the backfield with cover one coverage or man coverage. You just throw it to who's ever's open. Square. You could throw square route when you're on the left-hand side of the hash, but I preferably will flip it either way, whatever side I'm on, because I like the route combo that triangle and circle is running. The slants route, slants to slants, but that's it from that. It's not a lot of offensive plays I like to run. The SC drag is another one, but I might go to it once or twice a whole game. The whip under, the L1 and triangle routes are pretty much good for man coverage or zone, but you pretty much have to make the read. Switch is another good one. There's another halfback direct. I like to run the speed option out of this formation also because you get to the weak side real quick, depending on your quarterback speed, acceleration. But those are pretty much all the favorite offensive plays I like to call. And I like to run, I think it is, cross post. That's another route combo to the strong side of the field. That should be open a lot, but you got to make the reads. Another play I like to run out of this, right there is the speed option. And once I run that, I usually come back with a screen. The halfback out's good, but you got to make your reads. And I like to run the halfback direct out of this formation also. That's pretty much it, man, for offense, man. Not too flashy, not too watered down. It's just direct plays that I like to run. Now, let me pick something. On defensive side of the ball, when I see 2-1-2, two wide receivers, one tight end, two running backs, I come out in 3-4 normal, and I would like to run cover 2 man. All of my defensive plays are predicated on man coverage. So when I get into recruiting at the end of the season, that is the reason why I'm looking for A+ awareness, because the A+ with covering skills is superb. So I like to leave my guys on a lot of man-on-man coverages. So because I like to blitz, but I don't really like to blitz if I ain't got no cornerbacks that can do their job, or defensive backs that can do their job. So 2-1-2 is cover 2. I think that's about the only play I run out of this formation, because there's no other blitz in this formation where you can get penetration without blitz, and maybe 5 or 6. It got to be a complete overload, like Monster Green. That's a defensive blitz that I will probably never run in any situation, because that leaves you with a linebacker in coverage and defensive backs. If your defensive backs suck, you finna get beat regardless. Now, I may run the crash 2 right here. I've shifted my linebacker core to the right. That way I get an overload to the right-hand side of the defensive line, but I'll still make a few adjustments, because with the play yard as is, the defensive line looks like they're slanting to the left, but I want them to crash to the right where the outside linebacker and the middle linebacker are crashing out also. So that's how I like to run that play. I think that was it. Another play I like to run out of this is the nickel normal, and it's called Thunder Green right here. Those 2 middle linebackers blitz, and they're usually going to get through the A gap or the B gap. It just depends on what their agility is set at. Well, the way I like to run the Thunder Green, I like to have linebackers that have decent speed, decent acceleration, and decent agility. Anything lower than, I'm assuming for me, anything I see lower than 80, he doesn't have the agility to get through the line. You know, he can't get through the A gap and B gap without getting picked up by offensive linemen blocking him. So that's why I like to run that. The Crash 2, I like to run that also, but what I do in the Crash 2 with the defensive line, I spread them out globally, and then I bring that blitz and cornerback, number 3 cornerback, I bring him down right beside that the outside, the right end. Clear. It's sometimes you can get a clear shot in, and sometimes they pick it up, but it's enough to cause the quarterback to throw the ball faster than what he wanted to. The Crash 3 also is another good zone blitz play, and I think that was it out of this formation. If I'm feeling a little frisky, I'll run the Storm Red, but I prefer to run Storm Red out of 3-3-5 Bear. But I don't know how to put that formation in my playbook. I know you can with custom playbooks, but I don't, so I just leave it as is. I don't run a lot of dime. 3-2-6 I don't like to run. So basically, the nickel is my go-to coverage defense, because all the plays in here is something I can tweak to my liking, to the point where I can get pressure, or we can drop back and just pick the ball off. I like the blitzes in this play. Even though I would run this against 5 wides, I would run this against 4 wides. It's just the way I'm comfortable running this. And these old NCAAs, I know what to expect out of defenses. I know where the holes are, and you just fill the holes, fill the voids, and you can make the plays. So also I like to run the 5-2. When I know that it's gonna be a run. Just not it's not a particular play I like to run, but when I'm seeing a lot of 2 tight end sets or 3 tight end sets, this is something I would like to run, the 5-2 or the 4-4. Play I like to run in the 4-4 right there is the fire green. But I would drop I would drop my nose tackles into coverage manually. I would just drop both of them in. The dog 3 is another good play I like to run when I do run it. But you got to roll that your other middle linebacker that's to the left of the blitzing one. You got to roll him over to the right a little bit, because if you don't, 9 times out of 10, the quarterback will probably audible, and he will audible the running back to come right out of angle into that void that you just blitz. He gonna run his running back right into that spot where you just left for an easy pickup. So I predicate myself on defense. So you will see as the season progresses, I'm more of a defensive guy than offense. I just do enough offense to win, but I pretty much prefer the defense to get the wins for us. So other than that, y'all, that is pretty much it as far as the plays that I like to run for the team. So that'll wrap this little short video up. Actually it's 14 minutes, but it is what it is. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get game 1 up soon, and yeah, just stay tuned. So till next time, y'all, peace.